This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news tonight, for years there has been controversy surrounding greyhound racing.
And now a new study is causing even more concern for the industry and the health of the dogs. ABC7's Bobeth Yates has more.
The fact is that their drugs are being used, and it's a huge problem. The industry is just not willing to change.
Kate McFall is the Florida director of the Humane Society of the United States, and her accusations of drug use in the greyhound racing industry is tied to a recent report by nonprofit animal advocate organization Grade 2K.
We found 847 greyhound drug positives over the last decade, including 8 greyhound drug positives here at Sarasota Kennel Club. These positives are for serious drugs like cocaine, opiates, Novocaine, lidocaine.
Carrie Teal, the executive director of Grade 2K, told ABC7 they used public records requests from state departments that regulate the industry throughout the country to compile the data. And Teal says when the numbers are dissected further, the information is even more disturbing.
It's deeply troubling that we've seen 71 greyhound cocaine positives over the last year, including 68 greyhound cocaine positives in Florida. This is a serious narcotic. It's dangerous to the health and welfare of these dogs. It's obviously something that calls into question the integrity of the bets being placed at these tracks.
But while Grade 2K questions the integrity of the dog racing industry, racing advocates question their report. Grade 2K also deliberately failed to mention that these tests showed no major drug presence, but merely traces of cocaine or cocaine metabolites, most often attributed to contact with and transfer from human handlers. The statement from Jim Garland, the executive director of the National Greyhound Association, went on to say the report's positive drug test figure is misleading. To put that number in context, out of more than 6 million racing starts in the past 10 years, a total of 847 greyhounds tested positive for drugs. That's a 0.0001% rate of positive tests. But animal advocates say that less than 0.010% is too much.
Rather than express concern and try and fix this problem, they have a million excuses.
Now, representatives from Grade 2K and the United States Humane Society are on the Suncoast today speaking to a grassroots organization about this at Cat Depot as we speak. Back to you.
All right, Bobeth, thank you. Some breaking news tonight in Bradenton where a fire has destroyed a mobile home. That fire happened at the WT Mobile Home Park on Manatee Avenue West. Fire crews were able to put out the fire, but the home is a complete loss. The owner of the home was able to get out. No one was hurt. Fire crews don't know yet how that fire started.
A body found off Egmont Key on Sunday is not the body of a missing boater from Cortez, according to Florida Fish and Wildlife officials. FWC says the body was found early Sunday by a Good Samaritan. They say the body is a white male and appears to be in his 60s. And just last month, the U.S. Coast Guard was looking for a missing boater in that area who's also a white male in his 60s. But the Manatee County Sheriff's Office has identified that body and says it is not the missing man, who is 64-year-old Frazier Horn from Cortez. The Sheriff's Office is now taking over on this case.
Inmates at the Charlotte County Jail now have access to tablet devices to take educational classes and communicate with loved ones. These devices are similar to smart tablets, except inmates aren't able to surf the web. Each of the 660 inmates has access to a device to communicate with loved ones through the messaging app or take self-help and anger management classes. Inmates do not have access to things like games or movies, and everything is closely monitored by the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office.
It can connect to an intranet, but it can't go into the internet. So it can't go anywhere outside of the facility. They can't surf the web. They can't do anything like that. And it's a locked device so that only this particular inmate that puts in their passcode can access it.
The tablets were given to the jail by a company called Smart Communications. It did not cost taxpayers or the county a dime.
A parish man is sentenced to federal prison for attempting to file a false lien against a federal judge. Wayne St. Aubin Smith was found guilty back in July. In May of 2015, Smith filed a lawsuit against several New Jersey officials, claiming that his constitutional rights had been violated. In December of 2016, Smith attempted to record 3 separate liens against several individuals at the Manatee County Clerk's office. Smith claimed that New Jersey government officials in the state of Florida owed him almost $2 million for violating his constitutional rights. Smith has been sentenced to 3 years and 10 months in federal prison.
Well, enjoy the warmer weather while you can. There are some changes on the way. Let's find out what's happening tonight with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob.
Yeah, we talked about this early last week about what was happening late this week, and certainly it's going to happen. Colder air is on the way, 73 degrees, and this could be a trend too for a couple of weeks as the polar vortex, a little disruption in it, is going to send some cold air in the eastern third of the nation. 73 right now. We have warm weather going on, just a few clouds around, a beautiful sunset tonight. Dew point is at 68. Calm conditions out there. The pressure still very high and on the rise at 30-13. Gulf water temperatures actually warmed up a few degrees. 74 at Friday was 71. 76 at Mayac City right now. Sarasota, you're at 73. The same now in Bradenton and also into Inglewood. Northport a couple of degrees warmer. Well, you can see that frontal boundary quite clearly stretching across the northeast all the way down through northern Alabama and then stretching through Louisiana and into Texas. Behind it, much colder air is going to spill in behind it, but it's going to take a while before it gets through us. Not until it looks like Friday we'll start to see that chillier air move in. The evening planner tonight looks good. Generally fair skies, 67 degrees. And I mentioned that polar vortex. You can see some of that purple. That's the extreme Arctic air kind of separating itself from the extremes there, heading off to the northeast in time. So we'll talk about that and let you know how cool things are going to get coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Okay, Bob, thank you. An informational workshop is underway right now in Longboat Key that's focusing on barrier island traffic issues. This workshop, put on by the Florida Department of Transportation, is focusing on a recent report completed by the state. The study looked at overall infrastructure as well as island to mainland connections. Everything from a ferry to wider bike paths are recommended to ease the traffic issues. Phase 1 of the traffic study is now complete, and Phase 2 of the project is underway, which includes observations, collection of traffic data, review of land use, and parking studies.
Manatee's Tourist Development Council is recommending investments to restore the historic Anna Maria Pier and the public acquisition of the premier sports campus in Lakewood Ranch. The county is being asked to use some of the roughly $13 million in annual proceeds from the 5% resort tax for both popular destinations. The pier was damaged earlier this year during Hurricane Irma, forcing it to close to the public. But funds could be used to fix the pier structure and open it back up for good. The county could also invest as much as $4 million on the complex. The county commission is set to decide on those recommendations on Thursday.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a look at 2 candidates vying for a spot in the state house race.
And a proposal brought to the Senate today that will help people remember victims of slavery. We'll have more on those stories when we come back.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
You love your couch and want to protect it from spills, food, and scratching, shedding pets. Introducing Couch Coat, the reversible, washable quilted cover that protects your couch. Shield against spills. Wow! Stop stains and dirty pet paws and sharp claws. Plus, it's reversible with 2 stylish colors. Guaranteed to fit any couch up to 92 inches or your money back. It even has covers to protect armrests. Machine washable too.
My grandkids destroy enjoy everything. But with Coach Coat, my couch is always protected, looking as good as it did the day I bought it.
Get your couch coat for just $19.99. And it's reversible in brown and cream, like 2 couch coats for the price of 1. Order right now and you can double your offer. Get a second couch coat. Just pay a separate fee. Order right now.
Call 1-800-943-0710 to get your couch coat. Call now or go to couchcoat.com. So call 1-800-943-0710. That's 1-800-943-0710. Call now.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Today on the Suncoast, Democrats are selecting a candidate to take on Republican James Buchanan and Libertarian Allison Fox for a spot in the Florida House. Only Democrats from District 72 are eligible to vote today. That district is primarily North Sarasota County. Margaret Good is one of the candidates trying to win the Democratic nomination. Good says her caring for her community and the environment is what motivated her to run. The Siesta Key attorney says she's most passionate about seeing a change in Tallahassee.
This is such a privilege, but also such a responsibility that I take really seriously. I want to make sure that we are doing what's good for Sarasota and what's good for Florida.
Also seeking the Democratic nomination is Ruta Ginyari. She has lived here for 19 years, founded her own medical clinic, and like all the candidates in this race, it's her first run for public office. Ginyari says she's not concerned that her opponent has raised 7 times more cash. She says her team has a better ground game going door to door.
I definitely will be representing the people. I've worked in the community for 19 years in different aspects of volunteerism. I started a medical clinic, and I really hear what the people have to say. So I think I'm a better candidate and better choice because I am amongst everyone and with everyone.
Polls are open again until 7 p.m. this evening. The winner of today's primary again goes on to face Republican and Libertarian candidates on February 13th. They're all trying to replace Alex Miller, who resigned her House seat earlier this year, and we will have the results of the election tonight at 11 o'clock.
Legislation to create a slavery memorial at the state capitol unanimously passed its first Senate committee today. The bill would direct the Department of Management Services to develop a plan for a permanent slavery memorial at the Capitol complex in Tallahassee. Bill sponsor Daryl Rousen hopes the proposed memorial will help people remember the brutality and inhumanity of slavery in the United States, including Florida less than 2 centuries ago.
To honor the nameless and forgotten men and women and children who have gone unrecognized for their undeniable and weighty contributions to this state and country.
The slavery memorial bill has 2 more committee stops before it's ready for a vote by the full Senate. In the House, the legislation has passed all committees and is still up for debate by the full chamber once session starts next month.
Mother Nature opening the freezer door to those of us here in the South. We'll have more details on your forecast coming up.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Naomi, my California closet designer, has been my partner in crime. She was genuinely fun to work with. We have had a ball collaborating on the 8 units that we have done in our home. The closets in the house are great, but the den is what everyone comments on when they walk in the house. And it's so beautiful. They say, whoa, who did that? And I said, it's California Closets. My name is Melissa, and this is my California Closet story.
It's the holiday sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
A beautiful day today it was. Lots of sunshine around. Temperatures warm too over the past several days. Highs have been in the low 80s. That's all going to come to a change, but not after a couple of days. We still have, looks like Wednesday and Thursday to deal with temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. I know I was enjoying the day today with plenty of clear blue skies out there. And look at these beautiful blue skies here. Casey Key, nice conditions out on the waters. That's why everyone comes here to the lovely west coast of Florida here along the Sun Coast. And look at that gorgeous picture right now. This is from the Casey Key webcam showing calm conditions out there on the water. Things looking really good there. Well, we have this cold front that's going to change things. It's been warm lately here across the Sun Coast, but that's all going to kind of move off to the south and east, allowing for this front to move on in, and that front will bring some much needed rainfall our way. Looks like some good rain for some of the lawns around town, and most everyone's going to get it. It looks like Friday, the best chance, Friday afternoon, Friday night, and into early Saturday morning is the most favored chance for showers, although we'll have a slight chance on Thursday. No chance for rain this evening. We're looking at fair skies, temperatures into the upper 60s by 11 o'clock with just a few clouds around, and then the temperatures look like this. Currently in the low 70s in Bradenton at 73, Sarasota the same, 74 in Venice now, 75 Northport, and 76 at Mayaca City, Lakewood Ranch at 75 degrees, and the Gulf water temperature now at 74. It's actually warmed up. Last week it was 71 degrees on Friday. Well, here are the temperature trends trending downward beginning on Friday in the 70s, but then Saturday, although this is one forecast model, I think it may be a little bit warmer than 62. We'll still see them in the low to mid 60s right through Monday afternoon. So it won't be around long, but I think we're going to stay in this pattern that we'll start to see a series of cold fronts moving through throughout the mid to late part of December. Well, 73 right now in Sarasota, and the 73-degree temperature with a 68-degree dew point and calm winds and generally fair skies will allow for some fog to form, and that fog could be rather thick, but it'll be patchy at best, I think, throughout the region. 74 now into Venice. Now, currently, the high today was 82 degrees. That's just 4 degrees shy of the record, 86 set back in 1994, and this morning's low was at 63, so well above average with low temperatures typically this time of year into the mid-50s. No rainfall report. It was very dry in November, only a quarter of an inch, and no rain yet, but that's all soon to change as this front moves in. And a little piece of energy along this front will eventually give it an extra push to clear out of here by midday on Saturday. But until then, looks nice tomorrow, Wednesday. Another gorgeous day, lots of sunshine and partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies on Thursday in advance of the front. There's a chance for a few showers on Thursday as well. This one depicting some morning showers moving on through, tapering off a little bit in the afternoon and evening. But all in all, it looks like the best chance for rain, as I mentioned, will be on Friday. Well, lows tonight will be down into the mid-60s. Very warm temperatures here, but that colder air starting to move into the panhandle of Florida tomorrow. High of 52 in Pensacola. High here right around 80 degrees. And then notice the lows on Thursday morning, 40s across the panhandle, but still very warm here. We'll expect temperatures to stay pretty warm on Thursday as well. And as far as the national scene goes, some clouds and showers and rain over the northeast, fairly quiet over the central U.S. A few snow showers now over the upper peninsula of Michigan near Mackinac City. That wind chill temperature now 8. That's what it feels like in Minneapolis. 9 in Minot. So the cold air is up there over the northern plains, soon to spill southward. For boaters tomorrow, winds out of the south turning to the southwest at 10 knots. We'll have a light chop in the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 74 degrees and the UV index at 5 tomorrow. Low tide upcoming 6:57 and a high tide at 12:38. Sunrise will be at 7:07 tomorrow. And the forecast mostly fair, patchy fog, warm, 66 for your low, and partly cloudy, continuing warm tomorrow. Another gorgeous day, high near 80 degrees, the extended forecast. There it is, that rain chance 70% on Friday night, and Saturday morning, and staying cool through Monday. Linda?
Coming up, we'll tell you what Chief DePino is like when she takes off her badge and her gun.
First out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Choral Artists of Sarasota presents Too Hot to Handle. Add an electric spark to your holiday season with the return of this joyful gospel reinvention of Handel's Messiah. Shout hallelujah and get ready for a roof-raising performance featuring an ensemble of 100 singers, plus exceptional musicians and outstanding soloists, including Amy Jo Connors and members of the West Coast Black Theater Troupe. Sunday, December 10th, 7:30 p.m. at the Van Wezel. Tickets and info are at choralartistsarasota.org.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Northland Outdoors is about so much more than the biggest fish or the hottest hunting spots. All across the Northland, there are amazing people with incredible stories to tell. We're going to find those stories and share them with everyone.
Join us each and every week as we explore the Northland and experience some of the most exciting outdoor adventures in the country right here in our own backyard. This is Northland Outdoors.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Sarasota has many honors. The happiest place to live, best place to retire, best beaches.
And it could soon become home to the president of the International Association of Chiefs of Police. ABC7's Linda Carson introduces us to the amazing Suncoast woman who is striving to make it happen.
On December 31st, Bernadette DePino will celebrate 5 years as police chief of the city of Sarasota. And now she's taking another big step.
I am running for 4th Vice President for the International Association of Chiefs of Police.
Chief DePino is well suited for the job, first by her heritage. Her great-grandfather, grandfather, father, and daughter are all police officers. and number 2 by her accomplishments here in Sarasota.
I think the thing I'm most proud of over the last 5 years is the promotion of the people within our organization, bringing people up that have worked so hard and seeing them be successful in their careers and knowing that maybe I had a small bit to do with that.
She's also worked hard to forge a strong relationship between the police and the community.
I think we're making great strides, and I see it's very promising that we continue to grow those relationships, that trust, and make those relationships strong within our community. That makes our city safer, it makes our community happier, and it makes us as police officers more satisfied in our jobs.
Chief DePino always wanted to be a police officer. She started college, got married, had a baby, and then went back to school. Her dad wanted her to become a lawyer, maybe a judge.
But I wanted to be a police officer so bad, and I heard the Baltimore County Police Department was hiring, and I told him, I said, look, Dad, I can finish my college degree while I become a police officer. They pay for your school, and the rest is history. I joined Baltimore County in 1985, and I love my job as much today as that first day that I walked into the police academy.
She often thinks of the legacy that she's building.
I want that to be the legacy that I leave for our officers, is that the relationships you have with the community and the business people, that keeps them safe, it keeps you safe, and I just think it makes a better quality of life for everybody.
And her life lesson?
If you want to do it, you can do it. Don't let anybody tell you no, and stay driven and work hard.
The election for the vice presidency of the International Association of Chiefs of Police is next October. But Chief DePino says either way, she is not leaving Sarasota. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you so much, Linda. The 3rd annual Holiday Lights Spectacular Kickoff is taking place tonight in Lakewood Ranch. It starts at 7 p.m. and is free to the public. The event features 18 houses all decorated in holiday lights and set to music. Lots of people around the Suncoast getting in the holiday cheer.
That's at the Lee Wetherington Family Village.
And we have a big thing going on this weekend, too, with the boat parade, and it could be a little bit of problem, too, with the wind. Stay tuned to the weather.
All right.
Okay, we will. Have a good night.
We'll see you right back here again at 11.